You fill a clean bowl with fresh water, and your cat ignores it completely. Instead, they might try a running faucet, a dirty puddle, or they aggressively paw and splash the water out of their bowl onto the floor. We tend to write this off as standard feline behavior, assuming the cat is being picky, stubborn, or a little weird. This behavior is actually a biological distress signal. The human-designed water bowl is poorly matched to how a cat's brain operates. To understand why, we have to look at the domestic cat's direct ancestor, the African wildcat. This ancient animal shares the exact same anatomical blueprint as the domesticated pet sleeping on your couch right now. These ancestors evolved in the harsh, arid environments of the Middle East. Over thousands of years, extreme water scarcity permanently wired their survival instincts. Millions of years of desert programming are still running inside your cat's brain. The modern living room is at odds with those instincts, and the water bowl is the primary point of friction. In the desert, standing water is a major hazard. A stagnant pool is a breeding ground for bacteria and disease, whereas moving water indicates a fresh, safe source. Consider how a cat actually sees. They possess a reflective layer behind their retina, called the tapetum lucidum, visible in these glowing slit pupils. This anatomy is optimized for detecting the subtle movements of prey in low-light environments. Because their vision is so tuned to motion, a bowl filled with perfectly still, transparent water provides almost no visual markers. To a cat, the water is virtually impossible to see. When you see a cat dipping their paw into the water, they are using their sense of touch to physically map a surface that their eyes cannot process. From their perspective, the still water bowl is a visual void, an empty vessel that fails to signal the presence of a safe, hydrating resource. The vibrissae, or whiskers, emerge from deep-rooted pores on the muzzle. This sensory equipment functions as a sophisticated extension of the feline nervous system. Each whisker is packed with nerve endings at its base, designed to detect minute shifts in air currents and map physical boundaries in the dark. This diagram illustrates a cat drinking from a deep, narrow dish. Those hypersensitive receptors are repeatedly crammed against the sides, causing severe neurological friction known as whisker fatigue. This sensory overload creates genuine physical discomfort every time they lower their head to drink. Then there is the smell. Cats have an incredibly acute olfactory system. Still water rapidly traps dust and absorbs stagnant room odors, signaling to the cat that the source is contaminated. The standard water bowl presents a biological obstacle. The cat must choose between physical discomfort and the smell of contamination, or simply suffering from thirst. This chart compares the moisture in a wild cat's natural diet to commercial dry kibble. Evolving to get 70 moving ripples give their eyes targets. Aeration makes it smell fresh, triggering their evolutionary safety instincts. Finally, supplementing dry kibble with high-moisture wet food replicates the hydration they would naturally receive from their ancestral hypercarnivore diet. Respecting the ancient desert biology inside the modern house cat, it doesn't just resolve a behavioral quirk, it addresses the underlying causes of chronic feline illness.